Yo, welcome back to 999 with Justin Newland. So, there's a little
My choice?
bit that we haven't seen here.
Wait a minute, you cheating? Cheating?
Alright, so
I'm asking if
put
you
that on
changed
auto.
your number after you heard what
This
doors
little
you
bit
wanted.
here about transitioning from this point to door 2,
How
which is
could
where
I
the
do
torture
that?
room and
I
whatnot
wrote it down
was.
on the paper earlier.
There's on the flowchart just a single box that
Let me see that.
transitions you over to that side.
Sure,
so
here.
This would normally just lead into the submarine ending, and since we've already seen it, but we haven't seen the transition from here to over there, because previously, I mean, as you probably saw in our previous episodes, the way that we ended up going to the submarine episode was by insisting on door 3 at the second junction. So this is the other way that you can end up at the submarine ending. So this is all looking like the same so far.
Alright, so
I
we know
presume
who's
it's-
going through door. That'd be me.
There we go.
The only
Alright,
problem's the other two teams.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors. Why don't Santa and... Huh?
Well,
Then what will you...
You guys are coming back here, right?
We aren't going to be split up. We might get separated for a little. Otherwise, we won't be able to. That's how the notary game works.
I'm sorry, but you understand, right?
alright. That alright with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll...
Alright. So this is how the teams divide.
Let's move too.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
Totally. So as you can see now, we've ended up with the same group that we're going to be heading
This was my
towards.
choice. I'm just going to... Seven said we'd all see each other. The other group went to... Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck. I wonder what we'll find out.
And unless I'm mistaken, I think it's at this point with the elevators that should
You
be
ready?
pretty much the same.
Yeah, anytime.
I'll go first.
But we'll go ahead and see them through to the dead, and then we'll switch back to the ending that we're actually
go.
pursuing in this episode. Just wanted to make sure that we also got any transition
hell is
stuff
it
that
this
was
time?
here. Alright, so we recall the
I don't see it!
brig area
there
down
it
here
is.
previously. And I dare say
It's...
we'll go ahead and call it here. So
Man,
now
I'll
I'll
never
be
get used to
jumping
that.
us over in a cut. Alright, and now we're back switched to where we will be pursuing door 1.
choice? Hey, you cheating?
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and skip through this because everything from here up until past the puzzles, I believe, yes, should be pretty much the same. So the only real difference here is that this time having looked up stuff, in some dialogue options, there were some specific choices you need to make in order to unlock this alternate to the axe ending, which, as it turns out, is also kind of an alternate to the true ending, because the true ending is not unlocked at all, period. Even if you choose all the right things and go down the correct thing, you'll end up at what we're pursuing, rather than actually having the true ending. So, I will go ahead and take care of these puzzles in the meantime, and I will cut back to this once we are at the new content. Alright, so it looks like we already have some dialogue differences, so I'm cutting back a little early. You'll notice we're still in that room. So this is after we've just after we found the pocket watch in the desk drawer and we've dismissed Ace. And so last time, dismissing Ace wasn't really for anything. We kind of tried to comfort Clover, but nothing. This time, because this follows the route where I specifically took the path through the operating room, I think is that room? Yeah, where we started to have Clover tell us the story about the experiment. So it would appear we are going to have some unique dialogue. So, but unfortunately I didn't notice that was going on until, because I had it on auto skip, until so forth. So I'll go ahead and read us through what we've had on the screen for a little bit. So, he turned and found himself looking straight into Clover's eyes. She'd heard what Ace had said. She regarded Junpei with caution. What was that about? She was clearly suspicious, and with good reason. Why are you looking at me like that? Junpei's eyes widened, and he held up his hands in a gesture of innocence. Oh, no, it's not like that. What's it like then? I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now. What story? About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? Alright, so, and now...
You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven
Oh, this
said
is getting
was right,
dark.
then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, at maximum.
Technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it.
Seems she
Let's
has
do that.
a certain goal she's going for then, huh?
Then who do you think it could be?
Oy. So... Alright, so it's 1 in 3, 4... Or no, 1 in 3... June is 6, I think? 7 and 8? Yeah. So... Let's see, the ones that she ended up thinking in the axe ending were... Santa and 7, which was 7, 8, 9, 10, plus Snake's, so 12, which goes back to 3, and it was the 3-door, so that does add up. But what other, should mean that that Santa and no one else could have as just a pair, but, and it's unlikely that it was June, but let's see. So it also then couldn't have been Santa and Ace, because that would have been 4, 5, 6, which wouldn't have added up to 3. Assuming I'm remembering correct and June is 6, then, wait. Yeah, June's 6 months. Okay, so, yep, 6 was the number. So 6, 7, so no. And then 7 and Ace, no, because that'd be 1, then 8, 9, no. So yeah, Ace pretty much, according to this logic then, couldn't have. June 6 and 7 would have been 13, 4, so no. Lotus and June would have been 6 and 8, which would have been 14, 5, no. 7 and Lotus would have been 7 and 8, which would be 6, so no, yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, she's right. If it was only 2 people, it had to have been Santa and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital route for Snake, Santa, and 3! Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's wrong?
Well, they'd have to be if it was
Well,
only 2.
I thought about it.
Although, actually, if it was more, then it would only get kind of worse.
That's what I thought. Santa, if it was 2 people, then...
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother.
Mm-hmm. What's your point?
There might be other possibilities.
Like?
Well, what other
Yeah,
possibilities?
really?
Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Sure.
Yeah, here.
Oh, pen and paper. You know, the pen that makes marker noises, but whatever.
What's this?
Okay, these are the other possibilities, I presume.
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, and I show up in a lot of those. Let's see, the other common... Yeah, actually, the other commonality is... Yeah, this one would be kind of terrifying because I'd literally just be everyone but me, Lotus, or me, June, and
These 8
Clover.
combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and this one would have literally required Clover herself,
Junpei,
as with this one.
Yeah?
I...
Of course.
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So...
Yeah, either
A and
literally everyone, or somehow you actually think that
Wait,
June helped.
it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
And
Okay.
yet, you're thinking that it's literally
What have you got
everyone
left?
else.
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Which is
Do you think
kind
that's
of...
likely?
If it is, then that's
If
disturbing.
there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well,
That's kind of true.
you do.
And besides, if Ace and Seven are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, it seems pretty unlikely that it was.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
Would you be asking that if you thought otherwise, Ace?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
This is sounding like the end of the Axe episode where we died before we could find out.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Although at least this time it's sounding a little
you wanna
bit
talk
more like you were clearly not heading towards an Axe ending.
There was something I wanted to check.
Okay, so this is still gonna be okay. I
Yeah.
think we're back on
What's
track
that?
with
If
previously.
you'll
Yeah,
ex-
he bumps into you, finds out
what-
that you
what the-
cheated.
I'm just checking.
No.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces? You switched them.
Yep.
Well, I managed to get through the numbered door.
Then.
Oh, simple curiosity.
All right, gonna go back to the previous room just to check. Is that this door? Is that this door? Which door is it? Okay. Yeah, looks like that's interrupted that other conversation. So we'll go ahead and again cut, and I'll just take care of the puzzle off screen, unless I see more dialogue that's new. Alright, so it looks like in the next room there's also some more dialogue. I got a little bit into it and backtracked it this time. So when we try to leave this...
Zero, huh?
It's like he's making fun of us.
What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah. Right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder. I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us.
Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me.
Boy, this voice actor's sure having fun with this
It's the
bit.
same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets?
Well then.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it. Here we go.
Ew.
Huh? Hey, it's the...
Yeah, they're dead.
Oh god, this man... He's dead, isn't he?
How would you only just now be figuring it out?
No, it's just... If
Okay.
his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious.
I was gonna say, really?
Yeah.
That's what tipped you off?
I guess you're right. Well, he looks a lot better. I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he...
Wow, you are
I
really...
know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but dying from a bomb going off... Some of Snake's bones...
Okay, you need to
The explosion
shut up.
must have thrown... There was a broken bone just...
You
And,
need to stop, like, any...
What did you just say?
What?
Oh man, I am...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
That the arm was broken?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see that. Are you sure it was his left arm?
It would have only been in text
Yeah,
for us.
I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
Yeah,
What the hell
why?
are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad too. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Huh? What?
Thank you.
What, does that prove it's
Hey,
not him or
what's
something?
going
What?
on with you?
I'm sorry. It's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room. It isn't his. It isn't my brother.
How do you figure?
Huh?
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's not just blind, is he?
I really shouldn't be talking about this.
Uh,
But he's still alive. I'm so...
Well, that's maybe even more disturbing then.
You were right.
huh?
No matter what happens, you have to remember what's most if you can remember all of...
That's...
Ah,
I was suspicious of everybody, but because I had this, because of what you...
Yeah.
Thank you so
wow,
much.
that's a real
Junpei.
shame then that she's having this change of heart, only to still be in a bad end. Ugh.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa?
Well, he was the one who gave me that. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Huh?
There's some significance to that. I'm certain of it. Is she planning on telling us what the significance is, or just leaving us in the dark again?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah.
Yeah, he... Did I, say...
Oh no. In fact, this could...
How could that be good
Santa
news?
knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subject?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Da-dun!
But he's blind, and I was part of the Nevada test group.
What?
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa, okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a
What?
second. Okay, start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with...
Okay,
you
shut
don't
up,
tell me
Junpei.
stuff in the right order, I'm...
Okay.
Alright. What happened on this boat?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Only too much by now.
Genetic field.
Yes, I
theory-
remember her talking about it.
Well, that's not really it, but
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Again,
Yeah,
no.
I guess.
They
So
were testing the
what exactly
fields
did they have?
the same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
with bombs and everything.
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't. What do the nonary game and some Am I missing something?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how some...
Whoops. So that skipped a lot. So, you know, sometimes you're up against a really tough problem and the answer just kind of pops into your head. So,
That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her. I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, my apologies.
again, Ace. Good job. Your
You two
timing
must
is
have
just...
strong stomachs. I can't
Right.
imagine.
We've been in the room with the dead guy all this time.
At any rate, Junpei, I'm having a little trouble, and come on. It'll only...
Presume this is with the...
I don't want Ice to hear us. We can talk...
Huh? Hey,
Junpei?
I presume this is more... Yeah, he just wants me to move on with the puzzle. Alright, fine. Alright, so once again, we will go ahead and cut to the next portion. Alright, so it looks like we're back at the folder, and if you may remember from, you know, all the way back in the first playthrough, we found this booklet that talked about all ice, Alice, and had the hieroglyphs in it. I don't know, I mean, Junpei should know about that in this, because in this route I took, we talked with Seven about that. So, he should at least be somewhat familiar. He's still not going to be able to read hieroglyphs, but, you know, whatever. He's going to have some idea about what it's about this
They are
time.
hieroglyphs.
I
a form
imagine
of
he
writing
should.
used in...
ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course.
Not.
I can't.
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
And?
What's this?
Oh, Uranus.
Something's written on the bottom deck library.
So it would seem.
And that, if you may recall, is where Alice was said to have
Bottom
been.
deck.
Oh, well, yeah, so he's... Okay, that's what he's remembering.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the
Yeah,
and
pretty obvious.
Could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Is that so?
Well,
Exposition done.
The Egyptian priestess, an Ice Nine.
and the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it...
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
No.
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter.
How is it now?
Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that cast thing?
Well,
In
I'm sure
ancient
the
Egypt.
possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibility. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really?
You're quite right. It does. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
No, because that still wouldn't explain how she got up here. We're on the top deck.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1.
Huh?
Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door. Who else then could have?
Nobody. After
Sure,
Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three. But what about when June and I took the elevator? No, we were...
Oops. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, but have you checked the time of death? The guy might have been dead by the time that you were already brought onto the ship.
That being the case, wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the... A person
Sure,
like
maybe a
that
little
would
bit.
know... They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The
Assuming
numbered
there
door
are
would mean
one.
nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying
Maybe.
the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all...
Yeah, really one very unlikely
All
possible.
ice. Is she really somewhere? Maybe this card will give me access. And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the... Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait.
Yep.
I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
Alright, and the key. Alright, so as with the last time, we'll go ahead and call this for right now, and then cut back whenever we've gotten some new content. Alright, so it would appear that we've finished, I think, all the puzzles, and so everything that should be old. So I think from this point forward, we should be going back into new territory again. Like, all new territory. Alright.
All right, let's go. That's the next door.
Wait, a piece of paper.
Map again.
This is...
Yep.
Map of the ship's interior.
Doesn't do us just a lot of good.
I found a map.
I see.
Yeah, literally. I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
No kidding.
I should keep... Hey, damn it.
Well, this time, you know that
Clover!
she shouldn't be up to murder business.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
Clover.
What?
You've got something in your pocket.
Oh, this, a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the... It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
Sure it did.
The hell? Let me...
No, not...
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later. Come on, we gotta...
Uh-huh.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you... for crying out loud.
Yeah, this time he's somewhat more aware of what's blatantly obvious.
The big stairs, just like it says on the map. Ace. Oh,
Look, the four...
really?
Ah, but she's
Join
here
him.
this time. Wait, no, I think she was here too.
Jumpy,
What's up?
we found it.
Found what?
We found it.
What did you find?
It
That
just
door.
keeps going with the pronoun
We
game.
found door 9.
Come on, just follow.
Okay.
Well, if that...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We find.
Yeah, we've reached the end.
Halfway now.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the number.
Oh,
7
so
of
he's
us are on
yeah,
our
he's
way
still
to door
unaware
9.
of.
That means that best 2 people. Is there a way?
Yeah, he's
4:30.
so he's still unaware. I mean, I still don't know if there's a route that works through here,
only got 90
but he's still
minutes
unaware
left.
that there's
I've
2
no time
door
to wonder
9s.
about it now. Hey, Junpei!
Ironically, would
Let's
only
go,
be
Jumpy.
possible given they didn't tell him, oh, we found that, not only is there door 9, there's 2 door 9s. Might be, some pertinent information. But I guess they did follow
I
it
know I
up
told
with...
you I'd explain it earlier, but after we...
What? Other side of the grate.
After that.
Okay, so-
We headed down another hallway.
Uh-huh.
It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that you 2 found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another lock.
Locked door behind it, so there's gonna be 2 doors before you can unlock it. Alright, so yeah, we remember behind door
Through
6.
that door, there was another hallway that went the other.
So on.
That's right.
So in other words, you came from that side.
Yeah,
So where's the?
over here.
Behind
By
one
the
of
way,
those key card.
it's because of Santa that all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it?
No.
Santa, 7. What's their digital route?
9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because he said we can't leave June. That's why we went looking.
And then you got on the elevator and went.
That's right.
Aw.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it and said...
Is that so?
We're here.
Alright.
So
Yeah.
there's no other place for us to.
Nope. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hall. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right.
Yep, this room again.
The 9 door. We're finally here. No doubt about it.
Is he gonna turn around and find out?
Oh, finally.
Junpei,
Behind? What? Why a door?
Da-da-da!
One. Hey, what the hell? There's a red there too. And of course it won't open. But why? Why the hell are there?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I guess that's
I don't
not
know about that.
impossible, but
What
that
makes you
would
say
kind
so?
of break the
Well,
rules,
think about all the
wouldn't
rooms
it?
we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them.
And the time limit is only ever on the
I'm pretty
easiest
sure
part
there aren't
of it.
any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you...
Whoop. Do you really think that all the way that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint. I searched it very well. I didn't find anything that might have been...
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
coming to the conclusion.
both of these. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one.
Yeah, this
It is his secret.
Obi-Wan
So
nonsense
if there
again.
are 2 number 9, if we split it up,
That's
Can
not
we
gonna work.
split it
You've
up
got a
right?
notebook and a pen, right?
Okay, so she'll do the math for me. Thank you! Unless she ends up making me do the math again.
Look at this.
So I'm guessing the summary
Get
is
it?
that there
the
is
numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital root.
numbers on the bottom, people who don't fit.
There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So,
if 3 people go through the door, if 4 go through,
yeah. No
Every
way.
single time. Apparently. Which wouldn't be the case
Come to
if
think
we
of
hadn't
it.
lost some people.
what is this? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind?
Well, given the coffin,
Is that
I
an
guess I
altar?
would have to assume funeral. This really
Coffin?
shouldn't be the place that's...
No, it couldn't pop.
Well, go look.
Okay, I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, I guess nobody's got the gut.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. Screw it. Let me just...
Let me just write it out instead of saying it out. So I presume that we can let 4 people out if... Oh.
If
If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right.
But if you
There's
do
another
2
way.
threes...
Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing?
Yeah, I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting
Well,
so
do we
heroic
have
all of a
time
sudden?
to get
Are you
out and
some
try
kind
to
of
bring him
idiot?
back through?
No, I'm completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
Given he's already helped with any doors, that's already true, but whatever.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave. I don't like that idea. There's
Really?
I
Like?
disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Oh,
Well,
really?
there you go,
That
Seven.
was
Suppose Clover's right. There's gotta... Whoa, hold on a minute. Are you? Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven.
Then I don't see how it...
I said... I said I don't want to...
What the...
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including 7. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. Those are my orders.
What do you mean,
Okay.
orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
Alright, well, this just went dark again.
What? 3, 2, 1.
So
I told you.
when did he go get the gun? I guess he had to have somewhere back there.
Huh? What? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
Oh,
What
yeah.
room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Or gotten rid of it. Well, no, I aren't taking the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it.
Well, I guess this is a reasonable comeuppance for our little play
Time for you
earlier.
to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right. Fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
He really shot. But why? Santa, I thought
What?
you knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, I might as well spill at this point.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up. You stupid. You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
This is
All
gonna
right,
be confusing.
assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan
He
those
absolutely
bracelets. I don't
did
have all
remember
day.
that, so why is he playing dumb now?
What's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile,
Well, you did
maybe?
just fire off a gun in an enclosed area, so their hearing might be going a little.
That's it. It's the only way. Please.
No way.
Well,
If you stay here, you're going to be. And so will Clover and 7.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. Right, Seven?
Right. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa said.
Don't worry about me. There's still something I have to do.
yeah, no kidding, the fact
No,
that she's
no,
still pretty
you
sure that her
can't.
brother's not dead. I wonder
Ace,
if adding
Lotus,
2 would
don't
allow
come
us
over.
out.
Don't worry about me. Please.
So he'll shoot you, and now he'll have a gun to turn on us.
Please.
How?
Go.
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner.
Alternatively, hear me out. Let him get this scanned, and then the 2 of them, well, no, and then Ace pushes him in while Lotus yanks June back. Keep him stuck in there, and we're all
What's-
guilty.
Hold up. What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person. All I need is the bracelet.
Then
Get
do it.
Good. Now put your I'm not
Coward.
gonna say it.
Fine.
Good job. Now Lotus, pull that lever. Soon as the door opens, you get your ass in
Nope,
there.
he's smart enough to not fall.
Try
for that
anything
sort of thing.
stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good.
Yep. All right.
Later.
So, in those four go. Well, we still have one key card we haven't checked, and there's still the other thing we haven't checked, so might as well start looking at stuff.
June.
So...
What do you mean, what do I want?
Ah, so this time we were here in order to be able to hear the coffin going nuts.
Shh, quiet.
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But
What are those muscles?
you're telling me to force it?
Just shut up and...
Alright, so
Damn
clearly
it.
not working. Alright. Looks like some sort of combo.
On another one.
Yeah,
Do you think we have to put in the right password?
I think so. Whoever or whatever,
I know that, but how?
without a passcode, I don't think...
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
The key card?
There's nothing here.
Not making this easy.
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? I need...
And there you have the coffin ending. So that's the true ending, but in order to, like, actually fulfill it, you need to have everything else completed. Which we are only one other ending away from. Which will be the subject of our next episode. And given how potentially short that jaunt will be, we're probably gonna just go ahead and do that, and then probably launch right into the final true ending, which I'll try to jump as close to this point as I can. We'll have to see how close the flowchart lets me. So, thanks for watching this one. Yo! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave a comment so I know you want more videos like this. If you want to know when new uploads arrive, subscribe and hit the bell icon to have YouTube send you a notification. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.